They'll probably say, where exactly are you going with this? I see you really trying to take it there. Old school flow, chew you out, ain't fair, Jordan.
Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Zai. You already know what time it is, man. Like, I hate to go in on cats because, you know, most dudes I consider irrelevant regardless of the situation. But, you know, I'm tripping. Like, what's up with, like, all these videos? Like, you know, you got to do Dubz, okay? I don't know what's up with him. I don't really pay attention on what's going on with him. I seen earlier videos of him, but like I said, I didn't really pay attention too much because my mind was more on crash out channels and crashing out with other fools. I wasn't really with the whole positivity or whatever. And it's not even to mention his name to try to get any type of whatever. The whole thing that I'm tripping off is why you got these other channels that's speaking on his channel like in a light that people are somehow bullying him because of paperwork or whatever. Like, and it's, what is the dude, Ryder G or whatever, the one that, I don't know, they say he got Down syndrome. I'm not really sure or too sure about it. And that's not even being funny. It's just, I heard he got Down syndrome or suffering from autism or something. But, like, I can't really stand him. I mean, not stand him, but I can't really understand him. And then you had the Vato from Flores, I think, or from El Monte, the one that, the fitness dude. And a few other ones that are not necessarily opposition to Dubz, but they're like trying to paint him in a light, like as if they know him personally. Like, and I get it. You know what's funny? Because remember back in the days, not even back in the days, but remember when Savage Studio was at his height, a lot of channels was trying to play that, not the devil's advocate, they're trying to play that, hey, you know what? I really respect what you do. That, like, in their head, they wanted to be disrespectful, but they knew that he was getting so much shine on his channel that speaking ill of him would only put a bullseye on him or a dark mark. It was better to, you know, try to, you know, how should I say, acknowledge his achievements and give him excuses on why he did what he did. And like I said, like when it comes to Dubz, I don't really know why or really what's up with his story. I hear this, I hear that. Not really tripping because at the end of the day, dude is his own. And it's not like I'm actively out there looking for Dubz to do anything. I don't know him. I don't really know his whole story. I heard about the whole life thing. My family, I got a gang of lifers. Some of them still ain't got out, and they've been down since the 70s. So, you know, hearing about life is really nothing to me, especially being somebody that fought life a few times. And not just for like small things, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so it doesn't really impress me. That's why when a lot of channels, they get out and they're bragging about what they do, I don't really, you know, for the ones that's just telling their story, I can respect it. But the ones that's like, oh, I did this, like if it's a badge or something, those don't really appeal to me because I've been there and done that. Whether I got the 25 to life or the 30 or the 80 years that they were trying to give that, like, it doesn't really appeal to me. Now, the whole thing that the whole reason I brought this up is because I really don't understand why dudes are doing that. Like, wouldn't it be better to just get at this guy, you know, through his DM and talk to him about some type of collaboration like he did with what's his name? And then it would do a lot better than just getting a little 15,000 views. You might actually get a lot more if you actually collab with this dude. I don't really know his standings. Me personally, I'm not gonna collab with anybody that I assume could be in bad standings. It's just not, you know what I mean? Regardless of whether you change your life or not, I just wouldn't do it just based off who I consider myself to be. And it may not be nothing to nobody else, you know, outside of the people that love and cherish me. But it doesn't really matter to me because at the end of the day, I feel like I'm him because I feel like I'm him, and can't nobody really make me not think that, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of the situation. But this all I'm gonna put out there for the channels that's doing that, like you're pandering to his channel. Just get at him and collab. Don't. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Because a lot of you are still trying to pander, but you're somewhat sarcastic about, you know what I mean? Like it just, I don't really get it. Like I don't really know why people will go out of their way, regardless of whether, you know, people figure that they're smut on his channel or smut on his name, that they will go out of their way to try to pander to him. Like, for a few views. Like, you do not understand what type of damage you're going to do to your channel in the long run. If something do come out that may have painted him in a bad light, they're going to look at you as one of them fools that you might as well be a co-conspirator it's better to just stay out of the situation. And that's also bringing up, like, when it came to the dude Ryder G, sucked at rapping, not really an individual that anybody taking too serious. Like, nobody really takes him serious, and I get it. He was like, he had his little run on social media being like a joke, and that's no disrespect to you. It's just like, you had your time with that. Like, just slide back. When it comes to politics, stay out of it, because you know nothing about it. The level 1s and 2 yards that you, like, stay out of it, bro. Like I've never said anything bad about you on none of the Foods channel. Just stay out of it, bro, because you don't look right talking about it. Go. That ass on the thing. Go. Boy. But yeah, let me just... And to be honest, this is not even a shot at Dubz. Like, dude, like, I don't know you. I don't know what your get down is. I don't know. I've heard some of your videos. I ain't really tripping. The thing that put me off is when you did the thing with Gunners Collective, but that's to each his own. Like, I don't know your situation, so I'm not really tripping. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. But I don't go out of my way to speak on you or anybody else unless you outright disrespect me. But with that being said, like, to the channel that's trying to pander to him, Ryder G, you got the lot from Florida. It's like, dog, you're doing good, dog. Just stay with the fitness, because I noticed when I went through your comments, a lot of people were put off by the fact that you were starting to talk about politics, and then you went as far as saying that you've been only as high as a level 3, and not to say level 3 is something to shrug at, but level 3 is not a level 4, and a level 4 is not a 180. It's just a lot of different, you know what I'm saying? It's like a big difference between that. And some of the spots that you named that you've been at, they're not, I mean, it's nothing like people were like, oh my God, like you were in San Quentin, or you were in Pelican Bay, or you were, Salinas Valley, like when it was just cracking. Like, so it's just, you started off on the positive tip. Like, I've seen you talk about a couple of people, but not really too far into, so I respect that. Don't go into the politics. Don't revert back to things that make no sense at this age. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen you did the thing with Goto, and then you're in the picture with that Buster Bands or whatever. And I get, at this age, I'll just say like this in your defense. At this age, you should be able to get past a lot of things. Certain cats, such as myself, will never be able to really sit down and have a conversation with fools, as far as I think. Because there's no real reason to have it. And then it's just too many things going on with the homies in other places for me to ever want to sit down and pander to some fool that's opposition. But to each his own. Now, when other fools are sitting there talking mess, they got to understand you're at an age to where a lot of the stuff that's taking place now really don't make no sense. Like with the whole North-South, it doesn't really make no sense at a certain age unless you're just constantly in the thick of it. But, so I get that part. And then you're a businessman. You're doing your fitness thing. You're a businessman. You're trying to go a whole nother route. So linking with Goto, if you're not really tripping off it, is a smart move on a business tip, because dude is about his business. If he ain't about nothing else, which I don't know too much about him outside of the business thing, he's about his business, and he gonna get to the bag, like, regardless. So that's one thing I could say about that. But sitting down with Bands after he disrespect the homie, like, you know what I mean, like. And then the fool, but I give it, I drop a L to that fool just because I think he's a lame. Like, you're dealing with an older homie and on some respectful. Like, if I was doing business with Goto, I'm not gonna throw him no 3s, no 13s next to him, because out of respect for what he got going on. I know that we're opposition, but it's a business thing. I wouldn't do that. But that fool Bands is so much of a trash bag. This fool is with the older homie throwing up the 4s. Like, you have to be a straight trash bag to do that. Like, dude is showing you that he's not even really tripping on what's going on, and you just go out of your way to be that. That's some lame stuff to me. Like, when he was with Goto, that's how you show respect, dog. Goto, like, a man stood there. They took a regular picture on some man. But that's also the homie's fault. Like, you took a picture with a fool that's just a trash bag and seeks attention constantly. The Goto move, I can't say nothing about that. Dude is a business move. But that other fool, the fake rapper Band, like, you should have refrained from doing that, especially as soon as he threw the 4. He showed you right there he had no respect for you. You could see it in his face. Like I said, Go-to move, I can respect that. It's a business move. Handle your business. Dude is respectful. I know fools that deal with him, so I know dude is respectful. Ain't got nothing to say about the cat. He also reminds me of that fool, what's his name? Until he did that Vlad interview, Big Tone. Like, I don't like them fools, but Big Tone was one of them fools I thought, oh, you know what? Real respectful, real down to earth, whatever. But then he did that interview and he showed something that I didn't like. So I had to remember, okay, this is the type of cat you deal with. Like, this is them. Like, it's always going to be that distaste in their mouth when they mention the South. So I had to refrain from even thinking about him in a good light. Like, whatever. But like with that, you know what I'm saying? No shot at anybody in particular. It's just, you know, don't pander to Dubz because Dubz is doing what he do. And you don't need to pander. He ain't tripping off anybody saying anything bad about him. I mean, I've seen him get out of character a few times, respond to dudes, but for the most part, it's like, like I said, if you're trying to get some type of, you know, boost in your views, you're gonna get a lot of fools that's gonna come see you because they're, you know, in certain standings. So they're looking for whoever is popping that falls into certain categories because it makes them feel like they may be able to do that one day. But that's all I'm gonna really say on that, dude. I didn't really want to mention your name, but it's just like I'm just surprised why dudes are pandering to you on social media without just reaching out to you. That's what they should do. They should just reach out to you if they're trying to get some shine. Like I said, Savage Studio, he was booming. Everybody wants to be on it. You had homies getting caught slipping in DMs trying to tell them, look, I ain't even tripping. Like you know me even get on. You've had fools that actually did stuff with them, and now they're nowhere to be seen. Like they're really hiding in the cut because they know what they did. You know what I mean? So for the, you know, the little 10 seconds of fame and the extra little views at the end of it, in the scheme of things, just didn't do nothing. You just ruined your career trying to be something that you should have just sat back and stay out of it. But yeah, to the fitness dude, just out of the politics. Like you said, you chill. I don't know you, so I ain't really telling you what you have to do, but I would just, you know, just read your comments, dog. All them lots are saying they respect you, but you start talking about politics and stuff like that in cars, you obviously you're no longer doing that. Just slide back, dog. And that's all I'm gonna really say on that, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I'm your boy. I ain't never gonna candy coat it for nobody. I ain't here looking for controversy or trying to get clicks on the video in that way. I want people to click on my video because they see that I actually have something to say and it ain't all negative. It's just warning people not to be dumb. Like, just going about your business like I do every day. Take care of my kids, work, and try to stay out of the way. But every once in a while, something will come across to where I feel like I need to speak about it. But with that being said, man, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully I didn't get too far out on this video. It's just I don't like panderers, dog. Like, you know, like I said, they did the same thing for Savage, and look, Savage did, and all them fools are nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? Hiding, basically. And I'm out.
Kneel before Zod!